been waiting for your call. It'll be just you and me tonight. Doesn't that sound perfect? A night like tonight. A lovely setting with a gorgeous full moon. You know, Halloween is my favorite time of year. All the costumes, the thrill of fear in the air. It makes everything so much more exciting, don't you think? But let's not just talk about me. I want to know your thoughts. What's your favorite thing about Halloween? The candy, the spooky decorations, or maybe the thrill of the unknown? Oh, candy is delightful, isn't it? But I prefer something a little more intense. What about scary movies? You know, the ones that keep you up at night? Have you ever watched something that made your heart race? You must love the thrill. I do too. Especially when you're watching with someone special that you can hold on tight to when you get scared. Speaking of which, how about a little movie night? Just you and me. I've got the perfect film in mind. Something bloody, perhaps? I know what you're thinking. Why would you want to watch a horror movie with me? But trust me, it'll be much more fun if we watch it together. Oh, and don't worry, I promise to keep you safe. Well, mostly safe. I mean, what's a little danger without a little thrill on Halloween night, right? I can hear your heartbeat from here. It's so intoxicating. You're not scared, are you? Maybe I'll just pay you a little visit. We can talk about your Halloween plans in person. I'm sure I can convince you to see what makes Halloween truly special. I can be very persuasive. What do you think? Speechless, are we? I can't wait to see the look on your face when you realize how close I really am. I love surprises, don't you? Just imagine the two of us, alone in the dark. I might even bring some rope, just to keep things interesting. Don't hang up yet. I'm not done with you. Not by a long shot. I'll be there soon, and I want you to be ready. Think of it as a date. A Halloween special date. Just promise me you won't scream too much when I arrive. I wouldn't want to ruin the mood. Surprise. Look who's ready for our little movie night. I must say you look perfect. All alone like this, it's almost too easy. But that just adds to the fun. Now, let's get comfortable, shall we? I hope you don't mind a little bondage. It's just a way to keep things exciting. And I wouldn't want you running away before we start the show. It would break my heart, really. After all, this is our night. Just you and me, sharing all the best parts of Halloween. There we go. Now you can't escape. But I promise, it's not all bad. You'll love the movie I picked. It's got all the things that make a great scary movie. Suspense, terror, and a dash of romance, just like us. And I'll be right here, watching you watch the film. Isn't that sweet? I hope you're ready for a wild ride. I'll be right by your side, keeping an eye on you, And if you try to scream or call for help, well, let's just say I have ways of keeping you quiet. But don't worry, I'm just here to make sure you enjoy the show. After all, this is our special night, and I wouldn't want anything to ruin it. Look at you, all wide-eyed and terrified. It's perfect. Just think of all the fun we're going to have. It's just the beginning, darling. I have so many plans for us. I can feel the excitement in the air. It's electrifying, isn't it? You know, I've always been drawn to you. There's something about your fear that just makes my heart race. I want to keep you close. Forever. Just imagine. We could make our own little horror story together. Doesn't that sound romantic? You, me, and a lifetime of thrills and chills. I'll always protect you from the outside world, but in return, you'll always be mine. Isn't that a fair trade? And when the credits roll, I'll show you just how devoted I can be. You'll see. But for now, let's enjoy the show together. Just remember, my dear, I'll always be watching, and I always get what I want. So sit back, relax, and enjoy our little Halloween adventure. It's just the two of us, now and forever. You know, every time someone screams in a horror movie, I can't help but smile. It's like music to my ears. But I want to hear your voice too. Not just the screams. I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the characters? Are you rooting for them? Or do you secretly wish they'd meet a gruesome end? I think you and I have a lot in common with the characters on screen. We're both a little twisted, wouldn't you say? But that's what makes it so exciting. We're not like everyone else. We thrive on the edge, don't we? Just you and me against the world, right? Look at you, so captivated. I could just eat you up right now. But don't worry, I won't ruin our night with anything too messy. Yet. I have a plan, and trust me, you're going to love it. Do you believe in fate? 'Cause I do. I believe we were meant to find each other on this night. Every choice, every twist of the knife, it all leads to us, here, together. But that doesn't mean I don't want to have a little fun first. How about a game? Oh, don't worry, sweetheart. This is just for show. A little prop to set the mood. But let's make a pact. I'll ask you questions about your fears, and you answer truthfully. If you lie, well, let's just say I'll have a way of making you tell the truth. Are you ready? First question. What's your greatest fear? I want to know what makes you tremble or keeps you up at night. And don't hold back. I promise I won't judge. In fact, I might just find it fascinating. I can see the wheels turning in your head. Don't be shy now. You can trust me. I won't bite. Unless you ask nicely, that is. So, what is it? Tell me your darkest secret. Such a delicious fear. I can see why it haunts you. It's almost poetic. But fear not, I'm here to protect you from those monsters, just like in the movies, right? But remember, I can be a monster too. Now, let's see how well you really know your horror films. What's the best way to survive a slasher? I'll give you a hint. It usually involves some clever thinking and a lot of running. But you're not going anywhere, are you? I like to think of myself as a gentleman. I wouldn't want to chase you if you weren't worth it. But what if I were to let you go, just for a moment, to see how fast you could run? Wouldn't that be a fun game? But let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm not ready to part with you just yet. The night is still young and I have plenty of surprises in store. Well, I mean, just look at the way the shadows dance on the wall. Isn't it thrilling? The tension, the anticipation, just like us. But let's take a break from the film for a moment. I want to test your resolve. How about a little challenge? If you can guess my favorite scary movie, I'll let you go. But only for a little while. If you get it wrong, well, you'll have to face the consequences. And trust me, you don't want to see what that looks like. So, what's it going to be? Tick-tock, time's running out. Make your guess, sweetheart. I'm counting on you. And remember, the stakes are higher than they seem. Oh, how adorable, but not quite right. I guess that means I'll have to teach you a lesson in horror. But don't worry, it'll be a memorable experience. I promise to make it unforgettable. Let's just say I have my own way of illustrating what makes a scary movie. Just remember, dear, I'm always here to keep you company, and I can't wait to show you just how far we can go in this little game of ours. You know, there's something exhilarating about the final moments of a character's life. The panic, the realization they're not going to escape. Oh, it sends shivers down my spine. I can almost feel their heartbeat racing as the killer closes in. Isn't it beautiful, the way fear transforms a person? They're so full of life one moment, and in the next, it's all gone, just like that. It makes you appreciate every heartbeat, every breath. But don't worry, sweetheart. I'm not here to take your life. Not yet, anyway. I want you to experience every thrilling moment first. I've always admired the artistry of a well-crafted kill. It's like a dance, a masquerade ball. The way the victim's eyes widen, the grasp of surprise as they realize what's happening. It's poetic, in its own twisted way. But here's the secret. It's not just about the act. It's about the chase, the anticipation, the fear that hangs in the air. Can you imagine the thrill? Running for your life, the adrenaline coursing through your veins. I know you're wondering how it feels to be on the other side of the screen, but tonight, you get to experience a taste of it. You're my star, after all. What if I were to let you go, just for a moment, to give you a head start? I could count to 10 and then... well, you'll just have to see if you can outsmart me. But remember, I'm not just an average killer. I'm always watching, always hunting. And if you get caught, well, let's just say I have a few ideas in mind for our little game. I've thought about it for quite a while. The way a victim reacts, the fear in their eyes, when they realize they can't escape. It's all part of the fun. But you're special to me, so I'll be gentle. For now. Just think of it. The knife gliding through the air, the precision of each moment. It's all about control. And oh, I do so love being in control. But don't worry. Tonight, you get to be the one who runs. Just promise me you'll make it a challenge. I wouldn't want it to be too easy. See, that's the moment I crave. The exact second before the blade strikes. The suspense hanging in the air, thick enough to cut. And then, the release. Oh, it's almost intoxicating. But I want to share that feeling with you, my dear. So, what do you say? Are you ready to play? Let's make this Halloween a night to remember, full of fear, excitement, and a touch of madness. I promise you'll be safe, as long as you follow the rules. All right, here's the plan. I'll give you a 10-second head start. When I start counting, you can run. But don't forget, I know these shadows better than anyone. And I won't let you go that easily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is going to be so much fun. 7, 8, 9, 10. Ready or not, here I come.